What's up? What's up? Welcome back to the table where everybody eat. If it's your first time, hit that like, that subscribe, that notification bell. But y'all already been rocking with me. Drop that comment below. Hashtag everybody eat 2025. Hashtag everybody eat 2025, man. You about to jump into the ticker symbol APH. Amphenol Corporation. I probably did not say that right, but anywho, they had earnings today and they crushed it. I mean, they've been crushing earnings for the last like 6 or 7 consecutive earnings reports and just been going, I mean, just been building and growing, man. Actually, I'll pull that up real quick before we even get into any technicals. So we go look at their financials real quick. And let's click, as you can see, revenue year over year, starting in 2016, 6 bill, 7 bill, 8 bill, 8 bill, well, 8.2 billion, 8.23 billion, 8.6 billion, 10 billion, almost 11 billion, 12.62 billion, and then 12.55, 0.54% decline from 2022. We look at their gross profit, 2.04 billion, 2.31 billion, 2.65 billion. This year, 2.62, but then 2.66, 3.40, 4.03, 4.08. We go to their net profit. I mean, I'm just going pretty fast through this real quick. Net profit, 822 mil. Then they had a staggering decline by 20% in 2017 to 620 mil, but 2018 they doubled that, up by 85%, almost 100% to 1.2 billion in net profit. Then 1.16 billion. Then back to 1.2 bill, 1.59 billion, 1.9 billion, and then 1.93 billion. If we continue to look real quick, and we look at their cash flow, free cash flow, 886 mil in 2016, 917 mil in 2017, dropped by like 115 million back to 802 mil in 2018, and then after that, 1.2 billion free cash flow, 1.32 billion, 1.18 billion. 2022 had 1.79 billion, and 2023 had 2.16 billion free cash flow. I mean, balance sheet. Look at the assets year over year growing 3.59 bill, 4.66 bill, 4.57 bill, all the way up to 6.84 billion when it comes down to their assets. Their liabilities, yes, has increased. Their long-term debt from 2022 to 2023 actually decreased. And I think we was already there. Yeah, we was already there at the key ratio. So if we look at APH, they were up 7.04% on the day, which is $5.12. They're up on the day, and after hours they're actually down 19 cents or so. But as you can see, 52-week high was hit today at $78.25. The high of the day right here, $78.25. Their low of the day was 73.22. Just yesterday, this company was like an $86 billion market cap. Now it's at 93 billion. So they made $7 billion in market cap basically on the day. So now we get back over to the chart. As you can see here, we had a nice uptrend after wicking down here. Basically, this was August 1st. So this was when the whole market pulled back with the whole Japanese yen and carry trade event that happened. Well, almost like a black swan event. But every time it came down, it popped back up. This right here really should be the trend, probably. Yeah, that really should be the trend. I'm actually going to move this. No, I'm going to leave it for now. But each time it came here, it basically, the wicks hit this and it wicked up. Same thing to the upside. So it's been in a nice uptrend since August of 2024. Now, if you're wondering, I put the Discord onto this stock. Speaking of the Discord, we got a 7-day free trial for the Discord up until February. We get stock alerts. We alerted this one after the fact, but we watched it all day because yesterday had a nice run from 50 cents to about $1.45 based on their partnership with TikTok. I'll make a video about that later. We called this one out here. We actually called this one out a couple of times. Um, let's see. Yeah, back on January 10th. We called that out. But as you can see here in the watch list on January 5th, I said added APH, added to watch list for 2020. Although PE of 41, institutional sentiment has been building all 2024. The company is a marketer and manufacturer of electrical and fiber optic connectors from antennas, sensors, sensor-based products, in addition to coaxial and high-speed specialty cables. I said my ultimate entry would be $58 to $60. If we fail to reclaim 72.18 before going back to the 52-week high of 75.78. Well, that didn't happen. It pulled back, I mean, as low as maybe 69, 68, $69. And we ended up getting in around maybe 71, 78. I'll get into that a little more later. As you can see here, I talked about them last night. I said tomorrow morning, earnings play for me, which as you see, it was 72 bucks. I was registered for the earnings call, which is an amazing earnings call, by the way. And then this is where we ended up today, $77.85. In the past week is up 9.20%. This here is the Facebook group. I actually leave a link in the description below for the Facebook group, Wake Up the Money. Free of charge, obviously, but it's a private group because we don't like to deal with spammers and bots and things of that nature. Any type of behavior like that, they get the boot and get kicked out of the thing, man. So I didn't mean to hit that and go there, but if we go look at the levels on APH, oh, the levels actually is on my trading view. I pulled up my Weeble thinking I had levels on here. Really, I didn't. I just have them marked in my head. 72 was a hard resistance, basically. 71 was like a nice support. 75, as I mentioned, was the all-time high, which was, as you can see right about here, you can see all the times it basically got stopped around this $75 area. And then today, it just took off. You see the 9 moving average, the blue line, and the 20-day moving average, the yellow line, is actually curling up and bouncing off of my um 72-day moving average, the green line. It's bouncing off of it, treating it as a support. The 9-day is actually crossed up and it's leading the way. The 20 is right behind it, and the 72 just needs to continue to curl up. Now, if this curls down any, then this nice candle right here with this gap up that we had could easily come back down. But the way that the momentum is going and the way these moving averages is actually looking, how they're treating this 72-day moving average as support, I still see this going up to the upside. Right now, in overnight trading, it's trading at $77.70, as you can see right there. So if we get into APH stock, so this was from last night because I was supposed to make this video last night. They wanted to going to beat earnings again, which obviously it did. Um, but this is the earnings revenue and top estimates. So APH came out with quarterly earnings of 55 cents per share, beating the Zacks Consistence estimate of 50 cents per share. This compares to earnings of 41 cents per share a year ago. The quarterly report represents an earnings surprise of 10%. A quarter ago, it was expected that this maker of fiber optic products would post earnings of 45 cents per share when it actually produced earnings of 50 cents, delivering a surprise of 11.11%. So here you can see that they posted revenues of 4.32 billion for the quarter ended December 2024, surpassing Zach's estimate. And this compares to a year ago revenue of 3.33 billion. So they made an extra billion this year versus last year. The sustainability of this stock's immediate price movement based on the recent release numbers and future earnings expectations will mostly depend on management commentary on the earnings call, which was, again, phenomenal. So they saying what's next for APH? Now, APH has outperformed the market so far this year, and there is no easy answers to this question, but one reliable measure that can help investors address this is the company's earnings outlook. Not only does this include current consistent earnings expectations for the coming quarter or quarters, but also how these expectations have changed lately. Ahead of this earnings, the estimate revisions for APH was favorable, while the magnitude and direction of estimate revision could change following the company's just released earnings report. So they said it'd be interesting to see how the company does in the coming quarters of the current fiscal year. So if I go over here, I'm gonna go break down the key metrics of APH's earnings. So as you can see, again, they reported revenue of 4.32 billion ending December 2024. It's up 29.8% over the same period last year. And I mentioned how earnings per share came in at 55 compared to 41 cents, 55 cents compared to 41 cents the year ago. So this is how it happened. Their net sales, harsh environment solutions, 1.26 billion compared to 1.21 billion. The report number represents a change of 40% year over year. The net sales interconnect and sensor systems 1.13 billion compared to 1.21 billion average estimate based on three analysts. The reported number represents a change of 4.3% year over year. So they slightly missed on net sales for interconnect and sensor systems. But then when it came to their communication solutions, their net sales was 1.93 billion compared to 1.64 billion. And that number represents a 43% change year over year. Then their operating income for the interconnect system was 209 million versus 288 million. So the interconnect system is seeming a little weak, um, according to they actually missed on that as well. But then when it comes to operating income for communication solutions, they had 501.9 million compared to 373.24 million average, estimated based on three analysts. So they're crushing it with their communication solutions. And then operating income for harsh environment was 305 mil versus 276 mil. Now, shares of Amphenol returned 1.5 over the past 4 months. I mean, over the past month versus Zacks S&P 500 composite 2.1 plus 2.1% change. This stock currently has a Zacks rank number two buy, indicating that it could outperform the broader market in the near term. So we see what happened with the earnings and how they crushed it. Now, they beat result estimates on demand from datacom and defense sectors. Now we know with artificial intelligence, they're building all these data centers, and then we also know with Trump back in, we know a lot of defense stocks or companies involved in defense, military things of that nature are doing tremendously well at the moment, and probably will continue to do well throughout his term. So they say here that the electronic equipment maker APH on Wednesday reported fourth quarter sales and profit above estimates, bolstered by strong demand for its sensors and connectors from sectors including data communications and defense. Now they say the Wallingford, Connecticut based company shares rose 2.5% in early trading. Now, businesses eager to adopt artificial intelligence technologies as well as governments boosting their defense budgets in response to rising geopolitical tensions are driving demand for the company's connectors and sensors. APH makes interconnect systems, sensors and antennas used in automotive, industrial, defense, and other sectors. So they're not just in the defense sector or in the artificial intelligence data center sector. They're used in automobiles and the industrial sector, along with a number of other sectors that it does not mention. In 2023, the IT and data communication segment made up about 39% of the firm's total sales. That was in 2023, while the interconnect and sensor system represented roughly 33%. Its revenue has also received a big boost from a series of acquisitions over the past year, including a $2 billion deal for a unit of Carlisle Companies that supplies cables and connectors to defense and industrial sectors. The purchases have helped APH diversify its portfolio and tap into new markets. This is from the CEO. We have expanded our range of high technology interconnect products, both through our organic innovation efforts as well as through our successful acquisition program. Now, the company forecasts first quarter sales between 4 billion and 4.1 billion, a growth of 23% to 26% from a year ago. Analysts also expect 3.94 billion according to the data compiled. APH's fourth quarter sales were 4.3 billion compared with estimates of 4.07 billion. Its adjusted earnings of 55 cents per share beat estimates of 50 cents. So we could go there with APH, man. If you are in this stock or considering getting into this stock, then the levels to look out for, see how it reacts. Right now, I'm on the 2 hour chart on TradingView, but let's go to the daily chart real quick. Let me reset this. All right. So if we go on the daily chart, as you can see, we go below 71. I'm a little concerned and curious So we could be going back to that 67, $68 range, but I'll be looking to see how we hold over the previous all-time highs of 75 bucks. Because right now we're basically in price discovery on APH. Although, if I were to show you, go to the weekly. No, let's go to the monthly. Okay, now let's just zoom out. As you can see here, oh, the next level will be $88. I didn't know I had that marked up on Weeble. So I mean, really, it'd be probably like 84, 85. Looks like maybe 82. So 82 to 85, that psychological number of $85. But they're 82 to maybe 85. But it's going to be a real hard resistance up here at 88. I think that's probably why I put that. So that way I won't get faked out or pumped um, out of any calls, basically, or shares. But shares I'm fine with. Calls, yeah, I'll probably still hold for 88 because I'm doing long dated calls on this. So if we go there and look at that, that's what that's looking like. But I appreciate you guys for tapping in with me. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment saying hashtag everybody eat 2025, and stay tuned for the next video. Peace.